You are as far from a food snob as a restaurant critic could get, aren't you?
Well, I try not to be a food snob. It's an enormous, it isn't, it's an enormous thrill to be presenting MasterChef now. But then at the same time, when I was a little girl, I would sit underneath my father's armpit, like watching MasterChef, and we just laughed at those food snobs. I remember us just laughing our hearts out when the food snobs used to come on and go, "Well, this is the worst foie gras ever." And we'd be like, rolling with laughter. So I think with Hungary, it very much encapsulates where I actually came from. So I think in the book in Hungary, it is a book about food and journeys and ambition and wanting to be in London and everything. But it's also about being very honest about dementia, because I think that my family particularly, we weren't the kind of family that would have ever had a social worker in the house
And you must end up eating quite a lot of food you don't like.
all the time and getting poisoned
Yeah.
and going to restaurants where it's never normal.
Well-
It's never calm.
You
From the
said
moment
that
you walk
almost
in.
every kitchen has got a photograph of you,
Yeah.
so that
yeah.
everyone can recognise
And
you.
sometimes that photo gets drawn on.
Could you everybody give a massive round of applause for Nisha Katona? Come and join us, Nisha.
Hello.
And you call yourself a curry evangelist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it your favourite food in the whole world?
No, I like Chinese. I do like Chinese a lot. I like Sichuan and I like Korean. I tell you, the thing is, born and raised in Ormskirk, so I'm a Lancashire lass. And shut me up, Peg, if I start getting...
No, go on.
So what happens is, from the minute you're raised, you are weaned on dal and rice. You know what I mean? So you smell of curry every day. You're being bullied at school for being brown and smelling of curry. So the last thing you want to do is to eat curry. Honestly, it was a source of absolute shame for me and my brother. And I think you will find many second-generation Indians who are raised in an entirely English area were really ashamed of the food. And I've got 2 girls. Honestly, it's crazy. And, as soon as they were old enough to speak, they would beg me not to cook curry if their friends came around. And they're half Indian. Here's my theory. Every curry, and someone's got to have a theory because it's so unfathomable otherwise. Every curry is based on 3 spices. The mother and father of all curry are turmeric and chili. And that third spice, what I call the head note spice, changes depending on what genre of ingredient, right? So if I'm cooking brassicas, a good head note spice for that is mustard seeds. So you start with oil in a pan, you fry, don't rush, fry your mustard seeds so the aromatic oils in the seeds come out into the oil. And it's almost like using a dressing. It becomes almost like an oil-based dressing. And so that would be, if it was root vegetables, that third spice would be cumin seeds. If it was fish, it would be nigella seeds. And it's when you break it down to that, it is very simple. Now, when you get into the meat kitchen, onion, ginger, garlic that's the architecture of a meat curry. You've got to have it. So every time I open a restaurant, I create 60 jobs in that one restaurant. I honestly, Mowgli exists to enrich lives in the cities we go to. So I produce a workplace so my staff, I've got 1,000 of them now, and they're like my family. And I want it to be a place where you want to go and work. So we send them abroad to go and live in villages in India or whatever, or go and rescue elephants in Assam or work with orangutans. They have an amazing life. So I want to keep growing because I want to create those jobs, which is right now, the economy needs it, really does.